And this is 1998. So I have this in my background. I graduate from college. I have my parents going, "Oh, you could go work for American Express. You could go to Hyatt. You could be a country club manager. You could do this, this, and that." And I'm in the back of my mind being like, I hate all of that. And it's all going to burn. Like we're polishing brass on the Titanic. And and I was just like, no, I'm not doing that. Like that's not, none of that fits. And so I played in the Arena League, and I was always kind of a handsy person, in a good way. Like I would always like, I in art I like to sculpt. In my family, massage was like a very normal thing. And I just had a kinesiologist girlfriend that was like, "Hey, you should massage professionally. You're really good at it." And so I took her up on it, because as a field goal kicker in the Arena League, you work like maybe like 4 hours a week. So I had like a lot of time, a lot of discretionary income, and no overhead expenses. And I loved doing it. And it was kind of cool because I had an entree to actually working on people that were very highly developed, like people that knew their bodies really well. Because I started working on my teammates, and that gave me entree to like work on very, very wealthy people that had tons and tons of money. So they had already, it just brought me to a broader perspective of how to look at the body. What is
Your
I
smoke
have a I
detector.
have a device that is thinking on its own over here. So it was really neat. I did that, and I got into the yoga world because that healed my back. I had lots of back pain from kicking, and I got into yoga. So the yoga and the massage, and I was like, the financial world as it's geared right now, it's terminal. And so I kind of was a few years early on that. But um, yeah, in my mind, I never associated money with wealth, because like I said, being very, very exposed to very rich people at a young age, I saw how miserable they were. And so that really just kind of drove me into my spiritual path. And I had always had supernatural experiences. It was not something that was shunned in my family. And when I say shunned, it was actually something like my dad had extrasensory perception, my mother had extrasensory perception. My
Was there any religious background? Your sister too?
um my sister did too. Well, like I said, my mom was a wasp. So if you know anything about Protestants, they go to church like twice a year.
Okay.
And you know, you could say I was a Christian, but what does that even mean? I'm very big
Exactly.
into like the whole prodigal son aspect of Christianity. Like you're only whatever religion you are if you've come back to it. Like if you've lived the world, you've had your experience, and then through your own choosing as an adult. So you could say I was born into a Christian household, but the Christian household that I lived in was very hypocritical. And I abhorred hypocrites. Like I said earlier, is that was a big problem I had with my coaches. Like I wasn't willing to, die on the vine for my coaches, because they were deplorable. A lot of them were.